Welcome back, everybody, to the Gaming Decorator, and welcome to 1991. No, don't adjust your phones, don't adjust your monitors. You are seeing this correctly. Super Mario World. Nintendo just had their Direct the other day, and they announced the Super Nintendo Entertainment System Online, and this is it. They launched it. I'm very excited to be playing it because Super Nintendo was one of my favorite consoles growing up. And they announced the titles, and Super Mario World was one of the first ones they mentioned there, so we're gonna play it. We're gonna start a big old one-player game. So, welcome to 1991. This is what the graphics were like for anybody not around back then. And we're gonna start off right here at the very beginning. So, as you saw in Super Mario Maker, there was plenty of levels that are like this with the Super Mario World graphics. And right there is good old boy Yoshi. Hooray! Thank you for rescuing me. My name is Yoshi. On my way to rescuing my friends, Bowser trapped me in that egg. Well, let's go smack him around. So, Super Mario World holds a little bit of a special place in my heart because it was one game growing up that I enjoyed playing, but as a child I was never able to actually beat it. I was never actually able to complete it, and we're just gonna do that then. I was never able to complete it, and actually there's a couple other games. Ooh, that was close. Yoshi, come back! Okay, you need to... yeah, you just go that way. Anyway, it was a game I was never able to actually beat as a child, so it's always one of those games that kind of lingered back when I was a little baby, and I couldn't, I didn't have that good of... ooh, one up. I didn't have that good of gamer master skills that I have today. But when they announced this, it was very cool that they did. They launched 20 titles to start. And with that, they mentioned that they were going to also add additional titles as well, which is very cool. It's a very solid lineup for Super Nintendo titles to start with. There's a 1-up, I'll take that. And we're going to go down to 2 here. There's some things I do remember from this, some things I don't. So, I'm going to shake off the rust a whole lot because it's been a very, very long time since I've actually played... ooh, another 1-up. It's been a very long time since I've actually played any regular Super Nintendo game. And one thing that they mentioned, I remember hearing, was that the... ooh, we're just going to take you right there. For anybody used to Super Mario 2, or I'm sorry, Super Mario Maker 2, they did use a different engine, and we're just gonna... olé. Not a different engine, different, gravity effects, whatever you want to call it. I can't think, I'm just that excited about it. But they used it a little differently in Super Mario Maker 2 for, like, the updated engine and, the way everything worked. But for here, it's back to the actual original, like, the original way things were back in the day. Which is very cool. And also a little scary too, because ooh, just like that, which is very cool that they're doing things old school, because pretty much old school never really goes away. But yeah, for anybody used to some of the other there you go, mechanics. That's the word I'm not looking for. But if you're used to the Super Mario Maker 2 mechanics or any of the other newer games, the mechanics of how they work, that it might throw you off a little bit, so it's actually almost really good practice to try and play it like this. I feel like I'm just babbling like an idiot. I'm just excited that this game is back, or that they launched it. Are we gonna go down? Down, down? No? Okay. Oh no. Oh, I'm stuck. Am I stuck? I think I'm stuck. Can I? I cannot. Well, it's a good thing I got about, like, 3 extra lives in that previous level, too. So I'm not sure, like, how much I'm gonna do. I think I'm maybe try to do, like, 1 castle, like, 1 boss for, like, a video. Because it is very exciting to get back into this. And like I said, this is one of those lingering kind of games where... come on, Yoshi. Where it just kind of lingers, like, you know, you never actually beat it. And it holds a special place. In a time when I was growing up, and we didn't have like a whole lot of different Super Nintendo titles, but this is one that I did enjoy a lot, was was Mario, which is why when Super Mario Maker 2 came out, it was very fun for me to actually play it. Bow. And this is one that's gonna actually like stick with me as well, because it was just always fun. The graphics were always, I thought, were pretty good too, for what they were back in the day. And hook. So I'm very excited, and I was thinking about doing something for the, oh boy, for the classic Nintendo service that they have, the classic Nintendo Entertainment System. But then the Direct came out, and they announced this, and I was so excited. There's a whole lot of other games I'm kind of hoping and wondering that they're going to bring out, so I'm not 100% sure. If you guys heard about that as well, that the for the Direct, among the many things that were talked about at the Direct, let me know if you guys have any other Super Nintendo classics that you enjoyed playing or that you like to play, that you kind of hope that they do introduce and bring out as well when they do updates. Because there's 20 titles that they were starting with for this, which is very cool. It's a pretty good chunk of titles, really. Ooh, we're going to avoid that. So they did mention they were going to do updates with this as well, which is cool. That way you can get... They're going to release more games, which is always good. More games is always more fun. They got, what did they release? They released this. They released Mario Kart, the original, the first one, which is very cool. Star Fox, which is one that I do... Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, I guess not. Star Fox, which is very cool. The very first one, which is good because that is another one that always kind of lingers around as one that wasn't beaten. So I'm very excited to get back into that. A couple Kirby titles, Super Metroid. I think those are kind of the big ones, like the big titles that were introduced with it. There might be some other ones, like I said. I didn't have like a whole bunch of different games, and right here we're at a castle, so this is quick. Oh, I remember this. You gotta not do that. Nah, yeah. You gotta... There's a little square so you gotta punch where you can actually flip. There we go. You can go there. And... Doink. So yeah, I think those were like the big titles that they started with. Oh yeah, and Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, which is one that I believe is like a classic amongst games, and I never got a chance to... Ooh, we'll take that. And I never got a chance to play that one as well, so I might be doing that as well. So like I said, let me know what kind of titles you hope that they might release in future updates. They didn't say like how often they might be doing that, or when, or what to expect, but I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, they definitely drop some big titles here and there, or big big titles, but classic titles really from the Super Nintendo line. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if they do that. They try to... Oh geez, I forgot about that. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to do that, drop some of their more classic titles to get people maybe into it. Oh boy. And I feel stupid because I did try to do a live. I wanted to try to go live and do the Direct because it was very exciting. With the hurricane and everything passing, it pretty much went right over Florida. It didn't really hit us at all, and let us go. So I had power that I did not anticipate to have. I forget how to actually beat you. How about you go down there? There we go. So I was fortunate enough to have power. So with that, Nintendo announcing the Direct, I was happy to be able to view it and all of the goodness that was there. There's so much info, so much cool stuff that they introduced. And we saved the little yellow Yoshi egg. So it's very exciting news that they released. A whole lot of info, titles, Xenoblade 2, the definitive edition where Shulk comes from. Mario has defeated the demented Iggy Koopa in Castle Number 1 and rescued Yoshi's friend who is still trapped in an egg. Together, they now travel to Donut Land. I mean, anywhere that's called Donut Land is a win in my book. Okay, we're going to continue and save. And that was believe it or not, the very first castle. So quickly, it just went down like nothing. So I'm going to leave this video here. I'm very excited to be able to play Super Mario World again and almost reminisce about how I feel about it, because there were a whole lot of things that were going on with it, and I don't remember if there are any sort of secrets like there were in some other previous Mario games, but I'm going to see if I can remember some things and bring out my new master gamer skills to use compared to how I was back in 92, 93 when I was playing it, what I can remember at least. So, if you guys are excited about the release of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System online, be sure to give me a like on this video, comment if you like I said, what your favorite Super Nintendo game is, what you want to see. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more content, because I really do want to try and do a little bit of a retro roundup sort of feel to it. So until then, everybody, thank you for watching this video. Your time is a valuable resource to you, and for you to spend it with me is an absolute honor. Take care of yourselves out there, everybody, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.